I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1, and he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you... easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off. Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. We'll look now at our starting defense, currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Off the play fake. Masters. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Oh, refusing to go down. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. He was looking for Parker that time. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 18 carries, 99 yards, and a touchdown.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a change-up.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And bulldozing through multiple tackles. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Remember, that was fourth and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and fourth and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. On the ground, it's Harris. Seven yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll run with Harris. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards the pickup, first down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. It's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On second down, it's Harris. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They run with Harris. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try and run with Harris. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Damian Harris, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was Damian Harris who finished things off with a touchdown run. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week: 20 carries, 84 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's hoping to have the same type of game, but he's going up against the #1 defense in the league, and they're very good at fitting the run. So now you've got to think offensive strategy, maybe a little more play action, and try and find some people open downfield.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
On the ready.
50, get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Go.
Now a draw play with Drake. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. From the gun, Masters. It's complete to Drake.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fights loose. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Patriots take over. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Here's Harris. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey. 4 down.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll run on first down. It's Harris. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. On third down, Harris shrugs off another. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They run the counter. Harris. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8.
Face mask. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They run the counter. Harris. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Damian Harris with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Gostkowski with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was Damian Harris who finished things off with a touchdown run. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
And out come the Dolphins now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The throw here caught by Devontae Parker. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 42. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Back to throw. Masters. There goes a deep ball. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Albert Wilson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
On 2nd down now. It's Harris. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Here we go.
They run with Harris. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They run for it with Harris. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Off play action. Masters. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. J.C. Jackson there defensively to knock it away. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Masters. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. The kick by Carlson is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
Let's go. Let's do this.
So we've reached halftime. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So here are the Patriots to take over. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here. Throwing on first down. Bowman. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Harris. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Harris. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On second down, it's Harris. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On first down, Harris. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On second down now, it's Harris. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run. Here's Harris. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On second down, it's Harris. He won't go down, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Face mask. Defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic first down.
Let's go.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal.
Stay with your man.
They'll try to run this one in. And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Damian Harris, his third touchdown of the game and fourth on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice two-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Extra point good by Gostkowski, and that makes it a 21-10 game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was Damian Harris who finished things off with a touchdown run. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? But
and he's into the clear. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his fourth touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Let's go. Watch the eye.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. Well, I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
So just a three-point game now as they send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Pats at the line ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. This is Harris. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
Face mask. Defense.
Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. A give to Harris. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there. That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he'll get it only to about the 3 and no further as they stop him. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not?
Devontae Parker, the 30, past the 20, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, 97 yards, and the Dolphins have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time, but you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Now here's another carry for Harris. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
On 2nd down now, it's Harris. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point 4th quarter lead.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Big stop.
On 3rd down, Harris. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Down 4 late, got to go for it here on 4th down. He's back to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Izzo. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. He'll look to throw. Got Gordon open, completes it. Shedding the tackler that gives him some room. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Josh Gordon with time running out. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll look to throw. And he hits Drake. And a timeout is called. So now you're looking at probably just one final play from back in their own territory. And they're going to need a miracle. 2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Back to throw. And he finds Stills, complete. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Carlson now to add the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Dolphins, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, things aren't looking good. It'll be an 0-5 start. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here